Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to watch a great inspiring news report from Sunrise on Channel 7. They're an Australian station, so you might not know of them. But they've made a report about something that has been around for ages. It's been around for ages, alright? It's CSGO gambling. That's it. CSGO gambling. Now, that's not the problem here. Like, they can report on CSGO gambling. CSGO gambling was a bit of a problem with, like, kids and stuff and all that. But honestly, after you watch this with me, you'll just realize how stupid news reports can be, like how misinformed the news report can be. So let's get into it.
A worrying story this morning about how computer games are grooming kids to become online gamblers. According to Senator Misinformed, games such as Global Offensive and Counter-Strike...
Did you hear that, guys? What did he say?
Global Offensive and Counter-Strike.
So apparently, we have all been saying it wrong the whole time. Apparently, it's actually Global Offensive and Counter-Strike. Never knew that. I just don't understand how they could get this so wrong. Like, even just a quick Google search of Counter-Strike or even Global Offense gives you Counter-Strike Global Offense. Like, it gives you the name. I don't know how you could get that so wrong.
Encourage players to gamble and place bets on third-party websites.
I didn't know Global Offensive and Counter-Strike had ads all over them telling me to go gamble my skins away on CSGO Wild, maybe a bit of CSGO Lotto. I probably don't have the new update, but I haven't seen these ads yet, so yeah.
Morning to you, Nick. Always good to talk to you. Now, from what we can tell, these games are essentially shoot-'em-up type games.
Shoot-'em-up type game. You can't say that anymore like a misinformed parent, can you? Like,
how do they get the gambling in there?
Well, you can buy additional, they're called skins. It's a game of, meant to be a game of chance, but they're of varying value. You buy these skins and what happens is that they're a bit like poker machine reels, but these are also linked to gambling sites. So you can use these so-called skins as currency for gambling sites that these websites are linked to.
And, Nick, mate, there's two ways to get the skins, you know. You'd know this if you actually researched the actual game, but you're a busy man, right? You've got time. You don't have much time on your hands. I understand.
You know, my 5-year-old daughter, for example, can buy imaginary toilet paper for an imaginary cat that will give her a greater chance of that cat making it past the dog.
What type of example is that? Like what? If your child is playing a game where you've got to give the cat toilet paper to let it get past the dog, something's not right here. I think you may need to check what you're letting your child do. I'm just saying, you may need to check what your child's doing, right?
How do you possibly hope to combat such a widespread philosophy of gambling embedded in these games?
So quote unquote embedded. They say this a lot in the report, as if the game actually has like a button you click on that takes you to CSGO Lotto and it's like, hey, gamble away all your money. Haha. Like, you would know this if you actually checked the actual game, but he's a busy man, Nick. Nick's a busy man.
Because there is, look, that sort of thing is quite different from actually linking it to a gambling site.
Right.
And having games, purchasing something online is one thing, but when you link it to a game of chance, when you link it to poker machine reel type activity, and you link it to actual gambling sites where that credits can be used, can morph into gambling sites is a real issue.
So anything that has a game of chance in it is bad. Buying CSGO credit. Nah, that's bad. That's Black Ops supply drops. Not bad. No. Overwatch loot box. No, no. Oh wait, it's actually just anything to do with gambling it all away. Which, if you knew, the site isn't actually linked with the game owners, so like it's actually not allowed in the first place. But you know, you're a busy man.
Look, don't take my word for it. You've got independent gambling researchers who are saying it's a real worry. That's why I'll be putting up legislation when the Senate finally sits on August the 30th. Only 29 more sleeps, and we'll go from there.
Nick, bud, it's a bit too late for that, your legislation. The only reason you guys are actually talking about this is because your social media team saw that there was big big news behind this on Twitter and all that about the CSGO Lotto scandal and what had happened to Syndicate and T Martin, and you thought, hey, I'll chuck in my 20 cents, I'll have all the parents just get really scared of internet gambling, and yet before August 30th, Valve will have most of the sites shut down. They already have majority of them shut down because they're using an API to conduct the gambling, but that's not allowed in Steam's terms of service. But you didn't do your research, so you know, it's all good. It's all good, Nick. We'll let that one slide.
I mean, a lot of people will say, "Oh, look, it's just up to parents to police this stuff," but it's kind of, you know, it's unfeasible really to be policing what your several children might be doing for hours a day.
Your several children, mate. I don't know about you, but I'm a single child. I don't know how many you have, or how many brothers and sisters you have, but it's not that hard to police just one. It couldn't be that hard. And it is true that a lot of parents don't know how the internet works. They don't even know how the computer works. But there's things called learning and getting help. Maybe the government can set up a course just to teach parents over 25 or whatever age the parent is, to go get help in monitoring their kids' internet history or whatever. But there's also the point that Global Offensive and Counter-Strike is actually an M rating in America, which is 17 plus. So really, this is just another case of, is the video game's fault? My 13-year-old son is playing a 17 plus game. It's the video game's fault. He's now a gambler. So I'm suing the video game. You can't do that, alright? You can't blame a video game that has an age restriction that your son is not old enough to play, and then be like, well, this 17 plus game is making my kid a gambler. I'm gonna sue. No.
But I think your daughter will be safe with her cat game.
Yeah, she is, but I had to pay $70 in toilet paper for that cat.
I don't know about you, but if I saw a video game selling virtual toilet paper for $70, I would probably be uninstalling it, or if my child did like the game, I'd remove my credit card. But, you know, gambling's worse, you know. Spending $70 on toilet paper isn't that bad, you know. It's just $70.
But Nick, I think the thing about that is that yes, just being aware that even if you think you're looking at the game and you think, well that, you know, I think that's appropriate, that's okay, you can play that. If you miss the pop-ups, then you're missing the fact that there's this gambling that's part of it.
Here's another thing with the whole embedded. Valve doesn't advertise the gaming sites at all. You can leave the game running for 3 hours and not once will a, quote, pop-up occur. I don't know where they're getting this whole embedded, this whole pop-up kind of thing from, because it just doesn't happen. Nowhere on Steam or Valve's website or Counter-Strike Go website or even the Counter-Strike buy page does it say gambling or even link any of the CSGO gambling sites at all. I don't get this whole embedded mentality. So basically, as I said, this is not a case of blaming the game for doing the wrong, where right in front of you, it tells you, hey, this game is 17-year-olds or higher only. Yes, some of the gaming sites did actually have a 13 or higher age limit, but logically, you're still going to need the game to even buy the CSGO crates. You're still going to need the game to look at the skins in-game or even play with the skins. So my message to Nick Xenophobe is that trying to scare parents won't get you very far. Creating misinformation about stuff that you're not researching properly doesn't look good. You called the game Counter-Strike and Global Offense. Like, not even that, you did it the other way around. You need to get your information first before jumping on the bandwagon of, hey, Twitter's in an uproar of CSGO Lotto, better create a legislation so I look like I'm there for stop the kids from gambling. It just looks really bad, dude. So just please research more next time. That's all I want to take away from this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace.